Well, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Any final words?
Just to follow up on the sort of shift in the technologies, I think it is our responsibility as not just computers and writing specialists, but as English teachers to really look for ways to bridge the gap between what students are doing with these technologies and what we're doing. The idea that, here's a card I made when I was 5 or 6 for my mom, or a poem, another one, and the idea that now you can do that electronically, so that we've completely made this cultural and academic shift to digital literacy. Yet it's sad to me that within the English curriculum, we seem to have a number of factions that hold out. And I sometimes worry that in these roles, we end up talking to ourselves, and we need to talk to our colleagues, and we need to let our students know that we embrace these technologies, and I think that's why I have a Facebook account.
And that we accept their work in embracing this technology too. I mean, and they can, so I try to do that in such a way that students can do their final projects, on Facebook. It's easier when I'm doing a language course, to do something like that. And also that they can do flash productions and so forth. So, it doesn't have to all be in writing.
No, and the thing is that can be so liberating. At the same time, I think our students have very traditional expectations of what an English class is supposed to be. I was sort of giving some advice to one of our graduate students who taught an intermediate writing course in a lab where she had them doing iMovies, and some students very much resisted that, saying, I thought this was a writing course, because of course, as you introduce these technologies, the labors associated with them are so invisible, and so
intense.
how do you get to that sort of final product, whether it be a course syllabus online or a video of yourself introducing the course to students. I think that's
exactly what happened at Stanford with that new second writing course that they introduced that was heavily into media. The students rebelled, and I think primarily probably because of the time.
And so how do we change the expectations? How do we get students to see that all of this in their own generation, because it's not paper anymore, it's electronic, how do we get them to see all of this as writing? The photos that they have on Flickr, the Facebooking and the MySpacing that they do, the research that they might do online, the reading that they do online, to see all of that as contributing to what happens in the classroom, so that by the time they get to a writing course where they are asked to do a digital video, they don't go, what do you mean? This is a writing course. Where's the grammar instruction? It's like, good Lord.
And what's so interesting, they just did, will end here with you getting the final word, but in the new Pew Internet survey that they've done, students say just that they don't regard the things that they do on computers, the things that they do with the cell phone, the communication that they do is actually the writing.
See, and we do. And so how do we sort of have that conversation with students to not have this level of resistance? Because I think the students could be powerful allies in helping us educate colleagues.
Yes.